Very good evening, everybody. Great to see you. Welcome to the Soprano rehearsal for Christmas at Home. Of course, this isn't actually the start. This is just where I pop up, do my sound checks, have a little chat, find out how everybody is. I hope you're all very well. Thank you for being here. Hello, Mark. Good evening to you, sir. Do you like the new screen? Well, does everybody like the snow? Isn't it wonderful? It's Mark Cease's work. He's done a fabulous job there. When I rang him on, I think it was Sunday, and said, Mark, I need 10 minutes of snowy logo. He knew exactly what I meant. And there we go. Isn't that wonderful? So, so hello, Odete. Nice to see you. And Gwen and Anne and Biddy. Lovely to see you. Biddy, you've been very busy today. Fantastic. Hello, Jackie and Rosie and Margaret and Rosie. Rosie's answering, hello, Jocko. And I've seen that's you, Rosie, so that's all right. Hello, Carolyn. Ben England and company have taken over my life. Apologies. we're everywhere. Bristol, London, New York, the Isle of Wight, you name it. We're there. Great to see you. Hello, Diane and George. George is a bass joining in with his soprano to Sweetheart. Bless you both. Thank you for being here. Great to see you. And who else is here? So Anne has been sweeping leaves today. Hello, Jean. Only just found the home choir and joined Bath. That's great. Lovely to hear that. And Waltzing Matilda. Oh, yeah, lots of fun. Lift Thine Eyes this afternoon. Well, that's the thing. We've got that coming up at 7 o'clock as well. Very busy today, but such lovely music. Splendid stuff. Hello, Vanessa. Great to see you. Hope all's well in Philly. Hello, Debbie. Great stuff. Carol was saying she's got a big pile of music on the floor. Carol, I just want to say I completely empathise. The floor is just covered with, well, I've got a combination of Christmas music. I've got Mendelssohn's Elijah down here. And I've even got the Mozart Requiem. See, that's revision. That's getting started, ladies and gentlemen. That's preparation. And, of course, I have my gong. For those who don't know, my mother bought me this gong. I was recently awarded a medal by the Queen, which was lovely, ever so exciting. And my mother said, I want to buy you a present. She said, you've got a gong, what can I get you? So she got me a gong. So, everybody, how are we? Hello, Suzanne, great to see you. And, we've just jumped. Hello, Anne from St Albans. Hello, Mary, and hello, Eileen. Oh, the snow, you see the Santa hat. The Santa hat is also down here. I'm going to have to put this on, aren't I? Twitter is just full of photos of me in the hat. And it's just the biggest thing. You see, the thing is, folks, I'm looking at the camera here, but I also have an image of what's going out to you below, and I just can't take my eyes off it. So, there we are. It'll make an appearance, don't worry. But it won't be there for everything. Now, Kitty's here. She has her SIC T-shirt on and her SIC mug. I'll be honest, everything tastes better out of a self-isolation choir mug. Brilliant stuff. Hello, Anna. Great to see you. And Catherine and Deborah and Eloise. Wonderful. Well, look, everybody, before I have a proper chat, I do need to do just a couple of bits of sound checks. Now, of course, we heard all these lovely pieces yesterday, and the wonderful Recordari recorded all this for us, and we are immensely grateful to them for that. So you have heard all this. But just talk amongst yourselves for a moment. So if you're listening on headphones or in speakers, turn them down for me just for the next minute. I'm going to play around with the sound levels. Things might get a bit loud, and the last thing I want anyone to do is have their hearing damaged. So please do sneak that sound down, and we're going to turn that up, and we're going to do a bit of piano. How's the piano sounding today? Piano-y. Let me just play a couple of loud chords. Very nice. Okay, let's have a bit of a recording. Let's have a recording of Recordari. Let's have a bit of Still, Still the Night.
Still, still the night, black, black the sky.
Fabulous. Thank you for your message, Mark. That's great. I'm just going to check Lullaby, My Jesus. And let's just have a little bit of the Three Kings. 3 kings from Persian lands afar to Good. Splendid stuff. Okay, excellent. So our recordings work. I have a choir assembling, and I have a piano that works. I have a score that works. I have some of the best Christmas music ever written in front of me, including a brand new piece which was written for us. What more do we need? Splendid stuff. So who else is here? Hello, Evelyn. And Helen, great to see you. Helen's just been doing her warm-up. Brilliant. Thank you so much, Helen. And do remember, everybody, we'll always do a short warm-up at the start of these rehearsals, but they won't be desperately thorough. Everyone's coming to singing from a different place. Do bear in mind, if you've been chatting all day, if you're in the UK, if you've been awake and talking, your voice will be pretty much warm. Some of the extremes, the upper and lower register, will just need a little bit of a yo. Just do a few of those and you'll be good to go. Those of you for whom it is early in the morning, well, you might need to do a slightly more substantial warm-up in order to get the full benefit of the experience. So maybe just do a few of my nice a few of those just to warm yourselves up. Now, of course, we also have the wonderful Angie Reichenbach's warm-ups. You can access those through Self-Isolation Choir. There is a small charge because Angie recorded those for us, but those are brilliant. And those are actually really, really in-depth. They look at the physicality of it. There's a warm-up, as Angie put it, for aging voices. It's everything you could possibly want. So do have a look at those if you haven't seen them already. Okay, so I'm going to talk to some more lovely people. Hello, Reneri from sunny and warm Florida. I'm in no way jealous. Hello, Sue from snowy Ithaca. Now, you see, that's amazing. And in fact, Julie, who I think is... No, she's not here at the moment. Julie was around the alto rehearsal earlier on today, and she was saying that it was snowing outside her window and the snow was the size of golf balls. Again, in no way jealous. Hello, Leslie, and hello, Sue from Toronto. So wonderful to be singing again. So wonderful to have you here. Hello, Anna. Anna's asking about Spem 7. Does that mean you were the 7th choir in Spem in Allium? Oh, it's an amazing piece. Amazing piece. If you've never sung Spem in Allium, in fact, there's a big celebration this weekend. 21st of November, I understand, is an important day for those who are fans of Tallis, the English composer. I'm just going to look up the actual occasion, but I was sent this. That's right. There's an anniversary. Yes, there's a feast day. That's right. So the feast day and honouring Thomas Tallis, William Byrd, and John Merbecker. And that is on the liturgical calendar of the American Episcopal Church on the 21st of November. So it's this Saturday. If you are a fan of Thomas Tallis's music, well then spend the day listening to some Tallis. And Mark, maybe we can programme some Tallis for Radio Choral. All right. And of course, if you haven't heard Radio Choral yet, this is the fantastic new internet radio service that we at Self-Isolation Choir have just launched. And it is absolutely brilliant. It's completely free for the rest of this year. radiochoral.com. Go along and have a listen. You will hear Self-Isolation Choir performing on that channel, along with lots and lots and lots of other lovely music. And we'll chuck some Tallis up there this weekend just for you. So Anna was Spem 6. I was Spem 4 when I sang it last, here in Bristol, conducted by my excellent friend Mr. David Ogden, who is a brilliant conductor here in Bristol. We're good friends. And we sang at a lovely venue called St George's, which is right in the centre of Bristol. It's on a hill. It's a former church and has the most exquisite acoustic. And we stood in the gallery all the way around and sang down into the main space. And it was absolutely wonderful. So, yeah, if you like Spem and Allium, well, everybody, all I'll say is watch this space. Now, how is everybody doing? Radio Choral is great. Thank you, Evelyn. I'm very glad you think so. Yes, please, Tallis and Bird, says Jan. Well, also say watch this space. Fabulous. Carol and Rob said we have a few snowflakes coming down here in New Hampshire. That's brilliant. There's some wisdom there from Heather, who says, did you know that the enjoyment of snow is usually inversely proportional to the age of the person experiencing it? I know what you mean, Heather. I do know what you mean. My kids, though, I mean, my son is 6. If he sees snow, he's unbelievably excited until he gets out in it, and then he wants to come back in. It's the same as the cat. You know, the cat sees snow, gets ever so excited, puts one paw in, and then decides he's spending the rest of the day in bed. Yes. So Angie is yes. Angie is saying Spem is a 40-voice choral piece. It is indeed. Some of us are in a project that's producing it soon. Fantastic. If you are, send it to us. All right, we'd love to hear that. Brilliant. And Carol Norman says, not true. I'm 80. No snow yet, says Loretta. Fantastic. It's apparently, according to Lynn, it's really wet in central Scotland. It's not desperately nice down here in the southwest of England, Lynn. But thank you. I'm glad you're getting into the Christmas spirit. And absolutely everybody, please do click the like button if you like what we do. It doesn't bring any financial benefit or anything to us. It just shows YouTube that you like what we do. And that helps us find new people. And we'll get hopefully get a few people popping in from the algorithm. Now, I do need to say at this point, everybody, because we are a public-facing choir and we're singing live on YouTube, we may at some point over the course of the next few weeks be visited, not by Father Christmas or by his elves, but by some naughty trolls who may pop up in the comments and attempt to impress us all with their extensive vocabulary of 4-letter words. Now, if this happens, ladies and gentlemen, and I know many of you already know this, but for those who've never encountered this before, as soon as that happens, our very own Mark, who is in the booth, and he is the chap who pops up in the yellow box there, he will wield what we have come to know as the troll hammer, and he will ban them and remove any and all comments. All I would say is if somebody says something you think, oh, that's a bit horrid, don't respond to it. The expression is don't feed the trolls, and Mark will just squish them with the troll hammer and all will be well. All right. So I thought I'd just say that for those people who haven't necessarily been along to one of our rehearsals before. If there are trolls, Mark will squish them. Now, everybody, we are less than a minute from starting. How exciting. It's great to see you. Thank you for all of your lovely comments. And of course, please do continue chatting in the comments. If you aren't a soprano, well, then I shall expect you to be talking about mince pies and sprouts and all of the fun things to do with Christmas. But sopranos, we've got some work to do. So I'm going to bid your comments farewell, and I'm going to go full screen. And so everybody, if you would please wiggle your fingers and make the noise with me as we go full screen. Here we go. There we are. Thank you ever so much, everybody, and welcome to the Soprano rehearsal for Christmas at Home. Sops, it's great to see you. I hope you're all very well. Thank you to everyone who came along for a bit of a chat before rehearsal. We've got 3 pieces to look at tonight, and these are 3 of the pieces we're going to ask you to record. And the recording sessions, well, our team have been working immensely hard behind the scenes. The wonderful Mark and the wonderful Katie have been editing and chopping videos, so very, very shortly you will be able to start recording your contributions to Christmas. Please read all the information that Mark sends out in his emails. Everything goes in there, and he works really hard to make sure they are, you know, exactly right. So read all of Mark's emails, please, and he'll give you all the details that you need in order to make and submit these recordings after we've learnt them tonight. Okay, next week we'll learn the remainder of stuff that needs recording, but that will mainly be traditional carols, things like Once in Royal David City, Descant, and so on. So the pieces for tonight, everybody, will start in a moment with Lullaby My Jesus, which is the Peter Warlock arrangement. We'll follow that with The Three Kings, which is the Cornelius piece, and then we will finish with Patrick Hoare's Still the Night. Okay. As I've said before, we will have a very, very quick warm-up, about a minute of humming and stretching, a bit of yoga. If you haven't warmed your voice up, though, do please pause the stream, take your time, and join in when your voice is ready. If you could have a drink of water handy as well, and I don't know about you, but I always like to put my phone on silent when I rehearse. You know, this is your time, you deserve it. So everybody, if I could invite you, if you're able to stand up for me, just plant your feet a shoulder's width apart. Excellent. Make your weight, balance your weight between your feet. So maybe make your knees soft and just swing your hips left and right, a little bit like you're doing a bit of an Elvis Presley move. And then once you feel that point where your weight is balanced between your feet, you know, really let your weight press down into the floor. Stand up nice and tall. with a nice straight back and a long neck. Okay, really make your neck nice and long. Imagine you have a piece of string so tied to the top of your neck, and it's very gently just tugging on the top of your head and just supporting that on top of your neck. Well done, everybody. And just take a nice deep breath in and blow the air away from you. And again, breathe in and blow the air away. And one more deep breath in and blow all the air away from you into the corner of the room. Fantastic. And now just continue breathing deeply. All right, use this as an opportunity to really get that air all the way down to the bottom of your lungs. Fill yourself up. And while you're doing that, everybody, just roll your shoulders very gently around to loosen that up. And once you've rolled them in one direction, roll them the other way. Great. Breathing deeply all the time, please, everybody. And then bring your shoulders up to your ears, please. Take a deep breath, and as you breathe out, let your shoulders relax and fall. Here we go. Excellent. And just stamp your feet nice and firmly on the floor, like you've got snow on your boots. Let's get rid of the snow. Fabulous. Well done, everybody. Just roll your neck around a bit now. Roll your head around. Stretch the neck muscles. Don't be too fast or too vigorous with this. This is just a gentle stretch. Thank you, everybody. Okay, so let's start off. Let's just do a few little shapes with our voices. So we'll go ma, 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 ma with me. Ma, 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 ma. And again, ma, 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 ma. Now may, 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 may. And again, may, 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 may. Now me, 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 me. And again, me, 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 me. And now a mo. Mo, 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 mo. Again, mo, 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 mo. Lovely. And now we'll have a ma again. All right. Now this time we're going to go. I'm going to sing nice legato. So we're going to go ma, 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 ma. I'm going to slide a little bit between each note. Here we go. And ma, 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 ma. And again, ma, 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 ma. Lovely. Ma, 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 ma. One more. Ma, 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 ma. Splendid. Thank you very much indeed. Now you will need a top G. Tonight we warmed up to an F sharp there. I've just seen I've gone slightly out of focus. This happens sometimes when I move around and the camera struggles to capture what it is I'm doing. As I've said before, I haven't yet found a manufacturer that'll make a camera designed for internet conductors that can keep up with all the movement. Well, hopefully it'll work it out. Otherwise, in the meantime, I'll just look youthful. Now, everybody, can we please start with Lullaby My Jesus? This is the piece by Peter Warlock. You'll find this in the pack. And apologies to anybody who was confused yesterday when I was talking about different pieces and different packs. I have been sent your pack, so we're all singing, ladies and gentlemen, as it were, from the same hymn sheet. So if we could all turn to the same page. This is page 14 of 60. It says 2 carols. It's only the one. Lullaby My Jesus. Okay, so if everyone could find that one for me, that would be amazing. Now, what we are doing in terms of this Christmas project is we're learning for 2 separate things. Everybody is learning to sing along with the whole thing on December 20th. Okay, so we are going to learn verse 1 as well. But we're only going to record verse 2. And you can see from the pack, it says at the start of the score, it says recordare verse 1. They will sing that on December 20th. We at home will sing with them live, but we won't be heard. We'll hear them. Verse 2 is the bit that you're going to record for me in the next week or two. Those of you that are going to do it. We will then mix that, and that verse 2 will play on December 20th, and you'll sing along with yourselves. Okay, so we're learning for 2 separate things. You don't have to do both projects. Okay, everybody I hope will sing live on along with our performance on December the 20th, but many of you I hope will record. The good news for you sopranos is that you have the same tune for each verse. The altos, tenors and basses have completely different music for each verse, and they have some quite tricky lines. You have this beautiful lullaby melody which for the most part moves by step by Next Door Neighbour and is really lovely. Let me play and sing for you this first phrase, okay? And I'm going to teach you to begin with. We're just going to look at this first verse. So it's Lullaby My Jesus, Lullaby My King, okay? And the tune goes like this. It goes, Lullaby my my Jesus, lullaby my King. All right, so if I just play that for you on the piano, follow it along. It is. A really lovely, lovely tune. It's sort of lilting and gentle. Yada da da da. So as you sing it, lean into those strong beats. Let's have a go at that together. Now, if you know it, sing it with the words. If you've not sung it before, just sing that tune to ba with me, okay? And ba 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 ba. Great stuff. Now, the good news is the next phrase, we'll have a listen to it. It's lullaby, my lording, whom I sweetly sing. It's exactly the same music, exactly the same, just different words. So let's have a go with the words this time, okay? Lullaby, my lording, whom I sweetly sing. Here we go. And lullaby, my lording, whom I sweetly sing. Alright, so it is the same thing twice, and it's lilting and it's gentle. The dynamics in this, the volume, mezzo piano, MP, that means moderately soft. So pretty much under the voice, okay? So now we're at Slumber Softly. This is the second line down, the middle block, the middle bar. And you see your words now are printed above the line, above the stave. And so we now sing, slumber softly, slumber on your mother's arm. Okay, so on that first bar of that phrase, bar 5, the words are above, and then you just drop down and the words are in the middle again. So listen to that again. Slumber softly, slumber on your mother's arm. All right, the whole thing has to be so beautifully shaped and so beautifully gentle. Sing with me, please, sopranos. Slumber softly. Here we go. And slumber softly, slumber on your mother's arm. Oh, it's arm, not arms. My apologies. Okay, and then bar 7. She will rock you. She will keep you safe from harm. This is this line. Let me just play you the tune. It goes. She will rock you, she will keep you safe from harm. Let's sing that together. And she will rock you, she will keep you safe from harm. Isn't that lovely? Let's sing from Slumber Softly, bar 5. How's everybody doing? Excellent. Everyone's having fun. Okay, so Slumber Softly, bar 5, and slumber softly, slumber on your mother's arm. She will rock you, she will keep you safe from harm. Well done. And of course, the lovely thing about all that is it's so soft. We don't get louder at all in those first 8 bars. And the thing is, I have heard choirs really belt this. It's a lullaby. If you've ever had a small child to look after, even for a few moments, when they fall asleep, you really don't want them to wake up. So sing this all very, very gently, as if they've just fallen asleep. Now, having said that, bar 9. We do have a couple of bars of mezzo forte, and I know you think, oh well, mezzo piano, mezzo forte, they're just next to each other. Yes, they are, but I only want just a slight increase in the volume for that one, okay? Slumber softly, slumber on your mother's arm, she will rock you, she will keep you safe from harm. You'll be delighted to hear sopranos. Well, it's the same we just sang. Slumber softly, slumber on your mother's arm. She will rock you, she will keep you safe from harm. Okay, so what we actually have, Sops, is if you look at the top of the page, you've got Lullaby My Jesus, Lullaby My King. That's the first phrase. You then sing the same music, but different words for the second phrase. You've then got Slumber Softly, Slumber on Your Mother's Arm, She Will Rock You, She Will Keep You Safe from Harm, and you sing that twice. And that's it. If we have a look at verse 2, Would you sing with me? Notice the words are different, but the tune is exactly the same, at least till we get to the bottom of the page. Okay? So sing with me from the top of page 2. This is bar 13. Lullaby, my Jesus, lullaby, my son. The tune is exactly the same, and we'll stop at the end of bar 24, and I'll teach you the last 2 bars, which are just... Okay? So here we go. Sing with me, please. And... Lullaby, my Jesus, lullaby, my son. Lullaby, my child, in whom God's will is done. Be at peace, soft dreams beguile you as you lie. I will rock you, I will sing a lullaby. Be at peace, soft dreams beguile you as you lie. I will rock you, I will sing a lullaby. And then, oh, this is just so exquisite. La lulla lullaby. Okay, la lulla lullaby. And we sing la lulla lullaby. Now that's a first soprano line. So seconds you have something different. But listen to that those last few notes again. La lulla, and it is. Okay, sing that with me, first sopranos. La lulla and la lulla lullaby. Splendid. And of course, you know, first sopranos, the higher you go, the more you need to open your mouth, the more you need to drop the jaw, make the sound nice and tall, and that last sound is an R. Just before you end the note, just lift your jaw slightly and close the sound. It becomes an I. Okay, brilliant. So that's the first soprano. Second sopranos, you've just sang lullaby, and then you sing la lulla lullaby. Okay, so once again. All right, everybody, let's sing that together. This is the second soprano. 1, 2. La lulla lullaby. Let's do it again. I'll actually sing the right notes this time. Sorry, sopranos. Once again. 1, 2. La lulla lullaby. There we are. Now what we're going to do, everybody, we're going to sing that all the way through with Record Diary. Then we're going to move on to look at the Three Kings. Now what I'll do at the end, I'm going to play your line all the way through as we sing, just so you can really hear that melody. And then at the end, I'm going to just play those 2 parts on the piano so you can hear them. When you come to record it, of course, you'll have recording tracks with your parts louder to sing along with. You know, it's a really, really great resource. But let's sing all the way through. Okay, so... there's the soprano, alto, tenor, bass if you're here, and this is how it goes. Sing with me. And
Jesus, lullaby, my King. Lullaby, my Lord, in whom my sweetest
at bar 5, and There we are. Thank you very, very much indeed, everybody. Well done. Now, there's some debate as to which note you're supposed to sing. Second sopranos at the end. It is the G, please. No, sorry, not the G. It is the B I want you to sing. Okay, not the G. All right, so that last one, as I said, lullaby, please, at the end. And if there's any debate, it's down to the conductor, and that's what I want. All right, thank you very much indeed, everybody. So, well done. I hope you enjoyed that one. Gorgeous performance, gorgeous piece. So please do rehydrate yourselves. Take the opportunity to have a drink. How's everybody doing? Fabulous. Lots of people having a nice chat and saying what they're getting up to. Superb. So let's have a look, everybody, at The Three Kings, please. You'll find this one towards the opening of our pack. It's page 5 in the pack that we've sent you out. Please remember this one. If you're going to be practicing along at home, I've recorded this one as semitone lower, at baroque pitch, as it were. You can get this in 2 different versions, and the version that I had when I recorded was in G flat. All right, so all that means is that you don't have quite so high a note to sing, and the basses have to work a little bit harder on their low notes. So I'm going to just do a bit of a tweak here on my keyboard. Bear with me a moment. Here we go. Okay, so The Three Kings. Now, the great news is sopranos and altos who are errant and here as well, you have nothing to do on that first couple of pages except just enjoy the lovely sound of the chorale, and I can't wait to hear the tenors and basses of the choir singing this. Now, you come in on the 3rd page of the piece, which is, let me just get the page number here, page 7. And if you can see at the top of the page, there's a melody line. You just ignore that for now, okay? That's the soloist who's going to be waffling along at the top. You don't need to listen to him, at least not till now. We're just going to focus on your part, okay? And so your part is of Jacob's stem and David's line. You see, there is a 1st-2nd split on that, but for the most part, we can learn this together. So it goes like this. It's after 2, 1, 2... Of Jacob's stem and David's line. Okay, and seconds it was of Jacob's stem and David's line. Those notes there. Before we sing it, I just want you to do something for me. I want you to sing all of this except for a couple of places in an incredibly still, quiet backing group background sort of sound. Okay, there are a couple of moments where the choir needs to come forward, but for the most part you are just providing this support for this baritone solo who's going to waffle on over the top. Okay, so just provide that lovely warm blanket. We don't want a big sound, we want something that's very, very still indeed. Okay, let's sing together of Jacob's stem and very quietly. Ready, 2, 3. Of Jacob's stem and David's line. Excellent. Well done. And then, now there is a crescendo here just to allow the top note in the next phrase to sound nice. We sing 1. For thee, my bridegroom, King divine. Right, sing that with me, please, sopranos. And 1. For thee, my bridegroom, King divine. Fantastic. Now, I hope you're all watching when I'm opening my mouth nice and tall on these important sounds. For thee, my bridegroom, King divine. A nice tall mouth on those important beats. You know they're important beats because they are at the start of the bar, and we want to make that chord. When everybody records it and sends it in, if everybody makes the same mouth shape, it'll resonate just like any other choir. It'll sound absolutely amazing. All right. And then just this last phrase on this verse, we sing, my soul with love overfloweth. Okay, so it's just a nice simple scale. But as soon as you start singing the word love, I'd like you to get louder. Or flow F, and then pull back on that last note. So let's sing together, my soul. Ready? After 3, 2, 3. My soul with love overfloweth. Excellent. Excellent. Well done. Do pull back on that last sound. Wonderful. Now, thy word follows on. We've just sung a G, and in fact we sang, my soul with love o'erfloweth. The note on with is the same note as your next note. For those of you who've never sung this piece before, so you might just want to circle the with and draw a little arrow then to thy. Just as you sing it, it'll just store it in your short-term memory, like the RAM on a computer or something, and then it's just there and you know where to go, okay? Now, thy word. You've basically got doorbells here, sopranos. I'm sorry, but it is just thy word. Jesus. Okay, so just two very simple phrases, but it doesn't mean it's easy to sing. Okay, the hard thing with these two lines is to hold the pitch and to hold the quality of the note. So before each of these, make sure you take a big tank full of air. Keep it really, really quiet and focus as soon as you start singing the note on. So it's thy word. Focus on keeping your diaphragm supporting that sound so that there's no wavering, so you don't get word in the sound. Okay, sing all the way through. And one more piece of advice before we sing this is aim for the very, very end of each of those notes. Okay, that's your destination. So as soon as you start singing the note, give yourself somewhere to go. All right, let's sing that together. Thy word. Very quietly, tall mouth. Here we go. And thy word, Jesus. And you will also have noticed, I hope, that the ooh sound, if everybody could make this shape, ooh, okay, that push lips forward sound, again, everybody making the same mouth shape when you sing in a choir creates a bigger sound and a bigger and a bigger and a bigger sound, and it'll shine like a star. It'll be wonderful. All right, so Jesu, mark that in for me. I want a nice push lips forward ooh sound. Fantastic. Well, so now we've got inly feeds us, rightly leads us, and this is the same thing twice. Okay, 2 bars, and it's inly feeds us, rightly leads us. Okay, sing that for me. And inly feeds us, rightly leads us. Well done, thank you. Again, tall mouth whenever you can. Inly feeds us, rightly leads us. Okay, tall mouth on those open sounds. And now we're on to the last page. And bearing in mind, everything up until this point, Sops, has been pretty quiet. It's been pianissimo, mezzo piano. This last page is your opportunity to let everybody know that you're still here before you have to come back down again. All right. The soloist, by this point, has said pretty much all he wants to say. And so as he sings, Gold incense, myrrh thou canst not bring, offer thy heart to the infant king, and the choir comes through, bang, praise, oh praise, such love o'erflowing, and we're back down again. So let's have a look at this last page. The first bar, life bestowing. To begin with, it starts quietly, but then you're going to grow through it. So we get life bestowing. Okay, sing that for me. And life bestowing. Okay, crescendo through the ing. It's not the most elegant way to sing, but you know that's what we need to do. So crescendo through that ing, please, sopranos. And then the praise, oh praise, such love o'erflowing. I'm going to start with the second soprano part. Okay, first just take a moment. So you've just sung da 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 dum. Your next phrase is your next note is there second. So after 3, it's 1, 2, 3. Praise, oh praise, such love o'erflowing. All right, the praise, oh praise, such. and love. In fact, those words are all off the beat. So we get praise, oh, praise, such, love, or flow. Okay, everything else pretty much has been on the beat all the way through. This is off the beat. Okay, so just say that with me, please, sopranos. This is the praise at the top of the last page of this one, and we're in after 3. Just say it, don't sing. 1, 2, 3. Praise, oh, praise, such, love, or flowing. Brilliant job. Well done. Well done. So now the second sopranos, it's praise, oh, praise, such love, or flowing. Now before we sing that, just note the note on praise and love are the same. Okay, so praise, oh, praise, such love. When you come back up there, it's the same note that you sang on praise. Let's have a go at that, please, everybody. Praise, oh, praise. After 3. 1, 2, 3. Praise, oh, praise, such love, oh, flowing. Fabulous. Well done, Sops. So that's second sopranos. In fact, let's just, in order to give you a sense of what happens there, let's sing from Life Bestowing, please, with the second sopranos, and then first we'll learn your bit and we'll sing the whole thing. All right, so there's the note for second sopranos, and all the sopranos, in fact. Life Bestowing, last page. Here we go, and life bestowing, praise, oh, praise, such love. And that last bar is going to slow right down. You might need to stagger the breathing a bit there, but that's basically the shape of it. Now, first sopranos, thank you for your patience, everybody. Now, you just sing at the top of that page, life bestowing, and then it's praise, oh, praise, such love, oh, flow. And I ran out of air just before the end, but it's basically a descending scale. Okay, and the only tricky bit is two tricky things. One is getting the rhythm right, and it's the same rhythm that we were just practicing with the seconds. And the other thing is to gather up enough air, enough support for that top note to be absolutely spot on without a wobble. That's the tricky thing, isn't it? Praise, oh, praise, such love. Okay, so my advice to you would be, if necessary, cut the note on life bestowing a little bit short. Take a big tank full of air and really think about where that note is and just place it there. All right, let's sing that life bestowing, please, first. Sing it with me. Here we go, top of the page. And life bestowing, praise, oh, praise, such love, oh, flowing. Played a jazz chord at the end. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I think we should sing it all the way through. And if you recall, the choir for this one, well, it was me and my wonderful wife. I took the tenor parts and bass parts, and Anna took the alto and soprano. I'm immensely grateful to her for doing that for me. This is so that I can actually shape the performance the way I want it, so that, well, the baritone singing along with it later on, folks, will be me. So you can sing and get it absolutely beautiful, and then I can come along and do my waffling. So let's take it from the very beginning. You aren't in there at all for the first 2 pages, and then watch out when we come in on page 3. Okay, take it away, choir of me. Now you'll hear the piano. Tenors and basses start. How brightly shines the morning star, with grace and truth from heaven afar. For royal gifts they bear, for the King gold, incense, myrrh are their offering. Okay, we're in over the page. Are you all ready? 1, 2,
of Jacob's and David's
And off. Now crescendo. And then pull back. Start quietly and then grow. Now. And now pull back. Big breath. And down. Are we ready? And there we are. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that. I can't wait. I really can't wait to hear you singing that. And I'll get a chance to record my solo over the top. I suspect there'll be many, many takes. Not because I can't sing it, but just because the sound of you singing always sets me off. Wonderful stuff. Thank you, everybody. So we have just one more piece to learn, but it's a good one. Can we turn everybody, please, to Still the Night? This is page 20. Fantastic. Oh, Margaret, thank you so much. That's a lovely thing for you to say. Thank you ever so much. Now, everybody, number 20, page 20, this wonderful piece by Patrick Hawes. And it's just beautiful. And I was listening to it this morning. I was playing it through and singing the various parts. I spoke to Mark last night after our launch, and he said, it's so beautiful. And Record Diary have done such a lovely job. He said, it does sound quite hard. And I thought it does sound quite hard. And then I looked at it, and I want to thank Patrick. I'm going to look right down the lens and say thank you, Patrick, for writing a piece that sounds hard, but actually is quite straightforward. Beautifully written, sir. Absolutely brilliant. So the thing is, Sops, a bit like Lullaby My Jesus, you have a lot of melodic work here, and a lot of the material repeats. Once you've learnt the first two verses, you've learnt pretty much the whole thing. And there is a descant for soprano 1. That is a little bit trickier, but it is all, I think, beautifully written and very, very accessible. Now, before we sing, as I would always say to a choir and any group that I was working with, when you approach a new piece of music, or a piece you don't know, you need to have a look at everything that the conductor and and more importantly, the composer has said. So first of all, what I love about this is it's got the Self-Isolation Choir written all over it. It's dedicated to the Self-Isolation Choir. It says premiered as a virtual performance Self-Isolation Choir. It's our piece, which is fabulous. Music by Patrick Hawes, words by Andrew Hawes. The instruction at the start, teneramente. Teneramente. It's a lovely word. It means tenderly. And usually you might expect to see dolce written instead, meaning sweetly, but this isn't sweet. This is tender in the way that cake throughout the year, is sweet. But Christmas cake is made with love and is full of that Christmas warmth and richness. And I think that's what Patrick wants here, okay? A tender, loving performance dedicated to everybody involved with this choir, and I include everybody singing and your families and your friends and everyone who you've gone on about how brilliant this choir is. This is for you, okay? The very, very start, Patrick writes, composer's note, written for the Self-Isolation Choir, which was formed in 2020 in response to the COVID-19 lockdown. This carol is imbued with both a sense of longing and the hope that a healing light may be born to comfort mankind. Apart from the extended ending, the carol is in a simple strophic form. Thank you, Patrick. This means that details of dynamics and phrasing need to be carefully observed in order to convey the all-important light and shade of the still and meditative atmosphere. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. I know for a fact Patrick Hawes was a music teacher like myself. That reads just like a music teacher. We have to make sure we put all of Patrick's details in. So let's make sure we do that. Let's start at the beginning, a very good place to start. Our very, very first note. Oh, hang on. I'm still in baroque pitch. I thought that didn't sound right. Right, there we go. So our first note is an A. It's the third of the chord, and your first line goes like this. It's piano, it's smooth, and it is. Still, still the night, black, black the sky. Okay, same music twice, very still, very quiet, tall mouth on the words. Let's give that a go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Still, still the night, black, black the sky. Splendid. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy these words. Okay, it's one of the things about being a singer. It's one of the advantages over instrumentalists is we have lyrics, we have words. So enjoy the feeling of these words as you sing them. Okay, now sopranos, let's have a look at this next phrase, and it is. Okay, and what I really like about that is it sounds familiar but new, and that I think is Patrick's gift when it comes to this. So. A star is rising bright and sheds a healing light. Okay, let's just sing A Star is Rising first. Ready? And a star is rising. And again. And a star is rising. Make sure you're going all the way down to that note there on zing. And then bright and sheds. And bright and sheds. If you can roll your R's, that would be gratefully received. Thank you. And then a healing light. And a healing light. Splendid again with that tall mouth. So the whole thing, a star is rising bright and sheds a healing light. One more time for luck. And a star is rising bright and sheds a healing light. Splendid. And then all looks et to sest. Okay, now that leap from the F down to the A is going to take some practice. Practice it by singing it quickly, practice it by singing it slowly, and just work on that interval. This is what it sounds like on its own. Okay, so let's break that down. Let's sing O lux et her, and O lux et her. Again, O lux et her. Notice tall mouth there. And then could you just sing na tu sest and na tu sest. Splendid. Now let's put that all together. Well, actually, maybe don't put it all together. Let's sing it in its bits. O lux et her na tu sest. So sing first of all. Sing O lux and O lux, and then et her. Good. And then na tu sest. Now let's sing the whole thing together. O lux and O lux et her na tu sest. One more time. And O lux et her na tu sest. And what you can do for me, Sops, at the very end there is you can smile on that last phrase, na tu sest, and that'll imbue it with some warmth. Fantastic. Well done. Very well done. Now let's have a look at bar 20, which is the second verse. Well, this should be familiar because it's slow, slow it dawns, soft, soft the sound. Okay, same music but quieter, even quieter, almost whispered, but still with those nice tall sounds on the long notes. Sing for me, please. Slow, slow it dawns, sopranos. And slow, slow it dawns. Soft, soft the sound. Excellent. Now, this next bit is a counter melody. The tenors have the tune at the star is singing high and clear this melody. Yeah? Star is singing high and clear this melody. On looks eterna to zest. So you get something different here. Okay? So let's look first of all at the star is singing high. And it sounds like this. That's the star is singing high. The star is singing high with me, and the star is singing high. One more time. The star is singing high. Actually, one more time. The star is singing high. Excellent. And then listen. Okay, so and clear. Imagine that's just on its own. And clear. Sing with me. And clear. And then this melody. Sing with me. And this melody. And again, once more time for luck. And this melody. Now the whole thing the star is singing goes. This star is singing high and clear this melody. Fantastic. And then listen to the O Lux Eterna. Okay, so O Lux Eterna natus est with me, and O lux eterna natus est. Well done. Now, that is for the main sopranos. That is about as hard as this piece gets. So we're going to go back to Slow, Slow It Dawns, bar 20. Let's sing that verse again, and then we'll proceed through. And you'll see we've learnt the vast majority now of this piece, certainly for the main body of the choir. So, Slow, Slow It Dawns. Let's sing together. Bar 20. And slow, slow it dawns. Soft, soft the sound. The star is singing high and clear this melody. O lux eterna natus est. Wonderful, wonderful. Now, I would suggest spend some time with this recording, just practicing that little bit. The star is singing high and clear this melody, O lux eterna. That, I think, is tricky and could do with a bit of practice. Of course, we're going to sing it again in a minute when we look at the next verses. So let's carry on, please. At the bottom of the next page, or this page 26 in our pack, we have light, light as fire. And you'll notice straight away the dynamics have changed completely. Here we come in, mezzo forte. Light, light as fire. Okay, he wants us to diminuendo, get quieter through the fa, and then come up again. Fa. Okay, now I say come up, I mean in terms of volume and dynamics, not pitch. So we don't want to go light, light as fa. We want light, light as fa. Okay, we're going to grow through it. Now, I need to double check. There is a comma after fire, but it almost makes sense to join it to full. So I'm going to make an executive decision, and I do hope Patrick doesn't mind. Can you please join fire to fulls? I don't want a breath there. So I want light, light as fire falls, falls like sparks. Okay. okay? And if Patrick says that's wrong, I will take the blame for that one, absolutely. So crescendo into falls like sparks, please, and that is all mezzo forte. And then top of page 27, this melody in harmony is burning hearts. Well, it starts mezzo forte and just gets quieter, so it sounds like this. This melody and harmony is burning hearts, all looks et natus est. So just as we sang before, just with some different dynamics. Would you sing it with me, please, Sops? From Light, Light as Fire, bottom of page 26, and we'll do this verse all the way through together. All right? Fabulous. Here we go. And light, light as fire falls, falls like sparks. This melody and harmony is burning hearts, all looks et natus est. Really, really quiet at the end there. Fantastic. Okay, we're doing really very, very well indeed, everybody. We're now at the top of page 28 in our pack, bar 58. Shine, shine, O light. Sing, sing, O star. And if you just have a quick look, you can see Patrick again is being very specific with what he wants in terms of dynamics. The shine is mezzo forte. So we want shine, shine, O light. Big tall sound there, please. Lots of sh as well. Shine, shine, O light. The trick is to put the sh just before the beat, so you don't go shine. It's shine, shine, O light. Okay, see if you can get the R of your note absolutely on the beat and a bit of sh just before. And then the echo, almost. Sing, sing, O star. Okay, let's sing that opening together. Shine, shine, O light. Sing, sing, O star. Okay, mezzo forte, here we go. And shine, shine, O light. Sing, sing, O star. Wonderful. And now listen to this. Okay, that should be familiar because we sang it earlier on. It's piano until the last couple of words, so it's quiet. Humility, sing it with me. And humility and tenderness is in your gift. Over the page. O lux aeterna natus est. Wonderful, wonderful. So we're going to get quieter through that last bit there, and the natus est at the end is just going to be almost inaudible. Almost, but not quite. Fantastic. So how are we doing now? Excellent. So now we have arrived at lift your voice. And this is the moment where the first sopranos, you're going to be doing something different, and we'll look at that in just a moment. But just for those of you singing second soprano, so where are we? Yes, this is bar 77. And this is forte, and those little arrows underneath the note or on top of the note, those are accents. That means you hit each note with extra oomph. Okay, this isn't as smooth and tender. This is really passionate. Okay, so we're going to sing, lift, lift your voice, seek, seek this light. Okay, nice big accents there. And then over the page, nativity in simplicity transfigures all. Have a listen to this. It goes, nativity in let's try that again. Play the right notes. And nativity in simplicity transfigures all lux aeterna natus est. Okay, it's the same tune we sang before, except with extra passion, extra joy, and then that last O lux aeterna. All of those notes at bar 91, 92 are accented and are getting louder, and that aeterna there just shines like a star. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so we now have one more page with a note to do for the sopranos. Then we'll look at that first soprano line, and then we'll sing it all the way through. We might overrun by a couple of minutes, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, if you do need to go at 6 o'clock on the dot, absolutely fine. But this will all be recorded for you, of course. So this last page, O lux aeterna, sopranos. So it goes like this. This is the last note on page 30 onto bar 97. It is 1, 2. O lux aeterna. Sing that with me. 1, 2. O lux aeterna. And again. 1, 2. O lux aeterna. And we get quieter through that. And then the natus est. It's like this. Natus est. Natus. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Est. And that last note says dim al niente, which is get quieter to nothing, al niente. So let's just sing that last, that natus est, and then we'll have a quick look at the first soprano line and we'll go through the whole thing. Natus, here we go, and natus est, natus, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, est. Brilliant. Well done, seconds. And so there is just one more bit to look at, which is this gorgeous first soprano melody. And you'll find this one on page 29. Now, if you're not going to sing this, in 2 minutes' time, we'll sing through the whole thing. But first sopranos, let's look at this for those of you that want to record and submit this. So bar 77, we start here. It's a rather lovely little tune here that moves when the choir is still. So you are sort of punctuating those quiet beats. So the choir sings lift, and you come in on the second beat of the bar. So it's 1. Lift, lift your voice. Let's sing that together after 1, 2, 3, 1. Lift, lift your voice. Very, very, very nice. And then it's 1, 2. Seek, seek this light. Let's listen to that on the piano. This is the seek. 1, 2. Okay, sing that for me, please. First from bar 80. 1, 2. Seek, seek this light. Brilliant. Then over the page. And this is going to take a bit of practice, not necessarily because the notes are tricky, but because of the word placement is tricky. So it is 1. Nativity in simplicity. So I'll just play the notes of that. It's 2, 3, 1. Okay, so now I'll play and sing it from Nativity after 1, 2, 3, 1. Nativity in simplicity. Okay, practice that one for me, and then bar 91 we sing O lux aeterna. Listen to that again. Okay. O lux aeterna. Sing that with me, please, first after 1, 2, 3, 1. O lux aeterna. And then natus est. Sing that for me. 1, 2. Natus est. Fantastic. And then just on the last page there, first sops, you have a little response. So it is 1, na, tus, 1, 2, na, tus, and then it's the same note as to the end. Just listen to those notes again at the top of the last page. So it's 1, na, tus. Just sing that for me first. 2, 3, 1, na, tus. Excellent. And then na, tus. I tell you what we'll do, everybody, is we'll enjoy Recordari's performance of it now, and I will play that first soprano line when it comes in. Second, I'm sure you appreciate, because it's the same thing each time. Of course, when you record this, you'll have the Recordare voice very, very strongly in your ear. I'll play your parts as well on the piano on this sing through, but I'm just aware of time, and you're all busy people. So let's sing this through, and I can't wait to hear it recorded. I can't wait to hear it come together. It's a beautiful piece, and thank you again, Patrick, for writing it. So here are your notes, everybody. I have some questions in the chat, do I? Let's have a quick look. Little arrows. Please clarify the sop line starting bar 71. Let me just quickly do that. Okay, yes. So just for those who are asking, that last page, page 71, if you see, please, at the top of page, it's not page 72, it's bar 72, that's page 29, you will see it's labelled S1, S2, A, T, B. And if you're soprano 1, you want to sing this nice counter melody, you want S1. If you want to stick to the part that we already know, and that's the soprano 2 line, you want S2. You then go to that second line down, and you stay there for the rest of the piece. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So sopranos, you're together on the top line throughout, and then at bar 72, top of page 29, you split. First soprano goes onto the top line. Second soprano is the second line down. All right, I hope that makes sense. So everybody, let's enjoy the whole thing. Here we go. And
still, still the night, black, black the sky.
2, 3, 1, 2.
The star is rising bright and sheds a healing light. Oh, look, set around the
2, 3, and breathe.
So it
2, 3, 4, 5.
soft, soft the sound.
And quietly.
The star is singing high and clear this melody. Oh, look, set light, light as
Getting quieter now, crescendoing. 2, 3, 4.
falls, falls like sparks. This melody and harmony is burning hearts. Oh, look, set
Now.
shine, shine, oh light.
Echo.
Sing, sing, oh star. Humility and tenderness is in your gift. Oh, look, set
Now, sopranos split here. Okay, second start on left. First. 2, 3. 2, 3, 2.
looks that and
1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. Natus. There we go. Now, I appreciate that is hard, everybody. It's a brand new piece. You are the first people in the world to learn to sing that. And so, as with all new pieces, you're going to want to sing it a number of times. Obviously, we're going to share recordings with you where your line is louder than everybody else, so you can sing along with that. This session is all recorded for you. We've been through it all, admittedly quickly, but we have such a lot of music to get through. So please watch this again and practice. And when you're ready, please send us those recordings. I know time is short for that, but this is one that we really want to get right. So thank you, everybody, for your hard work tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to ring off now, and I'll be back for Lift Thine Eyes at 7 o'clock for those of you who are singing along with that this week. If you're not involved with that, we are putting on a concert on Saturday this week called Lift Thine Eyes, which has been a 3-week sort of best of self-isolation choir. Those of you involved know it's a fantastic program, and if you haven't been involved but you want to come along and listen, do please look out for the email from Mark, and he'll tell you how you can come along and be part of our Saturday. So if you want to come along tomorrow as well, bear in mind we're rehearsing this every night this week, admittedly with different parts, but it gives you a chance to sing it and try it out against other people. Well, it's altos tomorrow, tenors then on Thursday, and of course basses on Friday. We love seeing you, so do pop up and say hello if you have the chance. Thank you ever so much, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.